to start. Welcome. We got some abs, we got some glutes, we got some weights optional. I just need to get myself set up. All right, you guys. Welcome to core class. This is 30 minutes. We have some core strength, some abs, glute work. My name is Dara. I'm a physical therapist. I also am a yogi and strength coach and endurance athlete. So this is a class. I like to do this for my runners, my cyclists, anyone, all levels. Welcome. Modify as needed, right? I'm a PT first, so listen to your body, modify as needed. We're gonna start off in standing with a nice little yoga warm-up. Take it onto the floor. We've got 3 moves, 3 rounds, core, strength. We're gonna stretch, be done. My dog is sleeping over there in the corner. He may join us at some point, who knows? So weights are optional. If you have weights, you can bring them, we'll use them. Not required, always optional. Listen to your body, get something out of this class, whether it's strength or mobility. Let's start with a nice standing warm-up vinyasa, sun salutation A. Take it easy, first round. Reach up to the sky, get some length in your spine. I love to add in some yoga. Nice way to just get some mobility, get things going, nice and easy. Reach up, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold, bring the arms all the way down. Hang out here, knees are nice and soft. Let your back just be nice and relaxed. Just shake it out. Think about what your intentions are for class, if you're just trying to get some core strength, if you just need to stretch more, working through some injuries, whatever that is. Last breath here. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, straighten the knees out. We do have some planks today, so modify as needed. Have some planks, some lower abdominal work, some obliques, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Bring your hands down, step back into plank. Speaking of planks, plank number 1. Spread your fingers wide, push away from the mat. So don't sink, push away. Active shoulders, tuck the chin in, hold it here for 1 breath. Exhale, knees down, slowly lower chaturanga. Nice and easy first round, you guys, right? Starting off slow, we'll pick up speed, don't worry. Inhale, up dog or cobra. I'm taking it kind of mellow this first round. Pull the shoulder blades down your back. Open up the chest. Exhale, back down. Push yourself back, downward facing dog. Pedal the feet out. Use this as a chance to stretch out your calf, your hamstrings. Ankle mobility, pedal those feet. Drive your booty up high to the sky. Flatten out that upper back. Active pose here, right? Nice, strong, active pose, this downward dog. We're gonna go through this whole series again. Walk your feet back or walk your hands back, either way. We'll get there eventually. Roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Slowly articulate through your spine. Inhale, reach. Let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Let it go. Shake it out. Hang out here. 1 breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back, straighten the knees. This is your hip hinge, your deadlift. Hip hinge right here. Hands come down, step back into plank. Our squats, our deadlifts, it's kind of like our hinge and our chair pose in yoga. It's all the same stuff, you guys. Hold it here, 1 breath, push away from the mat. Exhale, either knees down or all the way down, chaturanga. Work your shoulders, work that upper body strength. Come up into cobra or up dog. Hold it here. Enjoy this extension of the spine. Pull the shoulder blades down your back. Engage your lats. Nice strong back here. Open up the chest. This should feel nice on the lower back, not pinching, right? So brace with your abs just a little bit here. We don't want to be driving stress into that lower back. So really just enjoy this. Engage your lats. Last breath here. Nice spine extension. And then come back down. Push yourself back, downward facing dog. We've got 1 more round just like this. I host live classes weekly. You can see the replays up in the core class playlist. If you want to subscribe to the channel, you will get notifications of live classes. Join me. Last time through, you guys, and then we're moving on. Walk your hands back to your feet, rolling up slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time. We have chair pose coming up next. I will show you weights with that if you want to add your weights. Inhale. Last time through. Exhale, forward fold. Let it out. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back. Hands come down, plank last time, moving on, get ready. Hold it here, strong plank, engaged shoulders, engaged abs, chin is tucked in. Exhale, lower, chaturanga. Uncurl your toes, up dog or cobra. Enjoy this. Should feel nice on the back. Come back down. Push yourself back, downward facing dog. Hang out here for a second. Let's open up the hips before we come into chair pose. So if you want to just hang out in down dog or take a child's pose or whatever, that is up to you. If you want to open up that hip, bring that right leg up and open it out. Stretch out that hip, optional. Or maybe make some circles with the hips, just kind of checking in. How are the hips feeling? A lot of people have really tight hips, so stretch them out, guys, right? We're gonna come into chair pose next. Again, if you have weights, you can add them. Optional. Bring that right leg back down. Same thing, other side. Again, just a hip opener here. Opening up front of the hip, hip flexors. Maybe making some little circles with the hip. Rolling it around, just kind of checking in. How's everything feeling today? Right? This warm-up is just designed to kind of get things moving and check in with your body. Last breath here. And then bring that left leg down. Walk your hands back to your feet. Let's come into chair pose. So if you don't have weights, I'm going to show you a little option to your chair pose. So again, chair pose, I like to say, nice wide stance. Drive the arches of the feet up, so engage the feet. That's going to help to push the knees out, right? So we don't want to be here in our chair pose. Here, start with the feet. Root the feet into the ground. Draw the arches up. That's going to help to pull the knees up. That's going to help to engage your glutes. Arms go up. My back is flat. So if you're doing chair pose with me, back is nice and flat. I'm sinking back into my heels. And then I'm going to come up and I'm going to pull my knee up. And then I'm going to come back down. So make this active. If you do not have weights, we're coming into a squat, knee up. Use your abs. A lot of balance here. I always suggest do these slowly because again, that's going to challenge your balance a little bit more. Now, if you have the weights, keep going with your chair pose. You can have your goblet squat and just come back into your weights, back into your butt. Weights at your sides is option B. You've actually got a million options. I also like to have the weights up here, my front rack position. You got tons of options. It depends on your preference and what weights you have. If you just have one, bring that weight in close to your body. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Get that booty low, right? Mobility. Need that nice hip mobility. If you're with me here, and you do not have the weights, add a little bit of an active knee crunch. A little bit more core going. Right? Let's do a few more here, and then we're going to take it down onto the mat. Just kind of finish up our warm-up. Get a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Finish off with a little bit of a cat-cow for the spine. Focus on getting some depth, meaning get your butt low. Sink back into your heels. Two more here. Last one. Beautiful. All right, done with that. Hopefully we've gotten a little bit of our legs warmed up. We've gotten our core warmed up. Added some weights to it. Let's come down onto the mat, cat-cow. Nice and easy. One of my faves. I never get tired of this cat-cow. Just feels nice on the spine. Almost everybody, even my patients in physical therapy, almost everybody can do a cat-cow. That's what I love about it. And almost everybody loves cat-cow. It feels nice, mellow, spine, mobility. So we're going to finish with our cat-cow, then we're going to come down onto the mat. We do have planks today. So we have planks. We're going to do a variation of a plank hold. It's a minute. Take a break if you need to. So forearm plank. 30-second hold, and then 30-second we're going to do a little bit of oblique hip dips, dipping the hips side to side. So that's a minute. And then we have a hollow body hold. We're flipping it over, and we're going to hold for 10 counts, and then flutter the legs for 10 counts. This is advanced. This is not an easy series today. And then we finish off the series with just some basic bicycle crunches, obliques, That should feel very easy compared to the first two. All right, so that's the series of 3 moves today. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Last time with your cat-cow, I will set us up for the plank next. So forearm plank, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. So it's a minute total. Forearm plank is here. Drive the elbows down. I don't like this way. I like this way. Palms down gives you better grip, gives you better ab engagement. Drive those elbows down to your toes. You should look like this into that plank. Really active. So it's not a flat back. It's going to be a slight tuck. RKC style plank for my kettlebell people. Let's start that off now. Get ready in 3, 2, 1. Come into your forearm plank. Control, grip. I'm driving my elbows down to my toes. So that should feel very active. We've got 30 seconds here and then 30 seconds of the hips dipping, right? 10 more seconds here. Get ready for those little hip dips. In 3, 2, 1, and drop the hips side to side. Now you have options. If this is not comfortable, you can modify this as needed, that tall plank position, or just take a break. If you're like, hey Dara, I can't do a minute. That's cool. Do what you can, right? This is a full minute. And then we're gonna flip it over onto our back. So hip dips, dropping those hips side to side, feet together, obliques engaged, working. In 4, in 3, in 2, in 1. Come onto your back. So that's our first exercise. Planks, hollow body hold. Next, hollow body hold is advanced. We're not going to do that for a minute, but it's going to feel like a very long 10 count. So hollow body hold is the reverse of what we just did. Press that lower back down, right? Your hollow hold is here, and then your flutter is here. So that's what we're doing for 10 counts. This is hard. Press the lower back down. Requires a lot of control. There should be 0 space in this lower back crease. All right? So let's start off with that hollow hold. Modify as needed. Exhale, come up for 10. 9. The higher the legs are, the easier it is. 8. 7. 6. Press down here. 5. 4. 3. 2, and then kick it out. We're not done. 10, 9, 8. You can have your hands here if your neck is sore. 7, 6. Tuck the chin in. Press the lower back down. 4, 3. Kick, 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 kick. 2, 1. Ooh, relax. I love those. They're so hard. All right, bicycle crunches. This should feel so easy now, right? Compared to those first 2. Bicycle crunch. Don't space out with these. Sometimes I see people that are just like in la la land with their bicycle crunches. Keep the shoulders off of the mat. Focus on some nice extension of the legs, right? And rotation. This is obliques. It's not about yanking on your neck. It's really about oblique across using belly button. That's kind of like my axis of rotation. I'm going for some nice rotation here. And I'm breathing, right? Again, you can take these bicycle crunches fast or slow. I would suggest each round, we have 3 rounds of these, change it up. So maybe this round I'm gonna go fast, maybe next round I'm gonna go slow. Whatever you're doing, whether you're taking things at speed or not, do not lose the form, right? That's Dara, the PT, reminding you. We don't wanna do things sloppy, right? So if you're adding speed, you still need to have the form there and be paying attention, being mindful to what you're doing. So let's finish off this, then we come back to those planks again, right? 30 seconds hold of our planks, and then 30 seconds of those hip dips. Breathe, extend, obliques across in 4, in 3, 2. My dog is sleeping upside down in the corner. I wish I could turn the camera around. All right. He is not doing his bicycle crunches. All right, planks, back at it. Do not forget here, brace, grab, right? Let's start in 3, 2, we're not taking a break. Let's do it, let's go. Back to our planks. Strong, active plank. Make this plank work. People who are like, oh, Dara, I can do a plank for like 5 or 10 minutes. I'm like, I don't know what plank you're doing, but you're not doing this one. This is an active plank. There's tension in my elbows. I'm imagining that I'm driving my elbows down to my toes. That's creating a ton of ab control and ab work, right? If you're just spacing out in your plank for 10 minutes, you're not doing this one. You're not doing it the way that I want to do it, right? Palms are down, grip, and add the dips. Obliques. So we've got 3 rounds of these that we're going to stretch, cool it down. I'd love to squeeze in a little bit of lower back strengthening to finish. So I want to jam through this. Almost done here. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. On your back. My favorite, hollow body holds. My favorite because why? They're hard. Challenge yourself, right? Again, on the exhale, I'm going to come up. I'm going to press my lower back down in this hollow body hold, and my lower back is going to stay glued down. 10 count hold, 10 count flutter. Let's go now. Hold it. Again, if you're like, oh man, this is killing my back, then come here or come here. Lower you go, the harder it's going to be, you guys. In 3, in 2, in 1, flutter the legs for 10, 9, 8, 7, engage those abs, rib cage down, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Bicycle crunches. What are you going to do this round? Are you going to go fast or slow? I think I'm going to go slow. Again, just being mindful, paying attention to the movement. What is the intent? What muscle group am I trying to work? Right? That stuff matters, right? Just really kind of getting your brain, that mind-body connection. We've got one more round after this, and we're going to start to slow it down. Time flies. Time flies when you're having fun. Core work, if you look at all my workouts under the core class playlist, so these are all 30-minute workouts. You do not need a ton of time for core work. That could be 10. I have other workouts that are core exercises, 5 or 10 minutes. Just get it in when you can, right? A couple times a week is what I would suggest. In 4, in 3, in 2, in 1. All right, last time with our plank. Let's do it. 30 seconds, 30 seconds. Starting off in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last time. Make that plank work, you guys. 30-second hold active. Brace with your abs. Feel that tension in those abs. 30 seconds here and then 30 seconds of our dips. Almost done. Get ready. In 3, 2, 1. Dip the hips. A little side to side action, a little bit of obliques. Got double obliques, right? A little bit of obliques working here, and then our bicycle crunches. A little bit of everything today. A little bit of glutes, a little bit of obliques, a little bit deeper abdominals, rectus abdominis, back. Trying to tick all the boxes today. In 3, 2, and 1. With your core routine, I always suggest get that volume, but getting in a little bit of everything, right? It's not just abs, it's not just lower back, it's all of it. That is your stability. Everything. All right, hollow hold, 10 counts. Set yourself up. On the exhale, come up and lift for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Press that lower back down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Kick it out. Ooh, I'm feeling it. 10, 9, my abs are tired. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. I am feeling that. I did these earlier this week and I am feeling it. All right, bicycles. Last one. We're gonna flip over as soon as we're done with these. Get a little bit of lower back strength. I always wanna get in my low back, nice mellow. Start to cool it down. Then we'll stretch and we will be done. 30 minutes. That is it. I'm gonna add some speed just because I want this done. Breathing, tucking the chin and shoulders off the ground. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn it over. Lower back strength. Superman, superwoman's. Let's lift opposite arm and leg off the ground. Nice and easy. Tuck the chin in, tuck the tailbone under, lift and hold for 2, and then release. I want you to think about some length. So this should not feel pinchy on the lower back. I want you to think about lengthening, reaching to opposite ends of the room. Elongate, lengthen, versus just lifting. All right, so we're not just arching our back. We're really thinking about engaging everything in that posterior chain, your head, your back, your shoulders, your glutes, your hamstrings, your back. Lift and hold. And then release. Slow down the breath. I still have my abs engaged. A lot of times people are like, oh, this just bothers my lower back. Still keep those abs on, right? Keep a little bit of acting action in your abs. Maybe a slight tailbone tuck under, right? So you're not just pinching your lower back. And release. Lift and hold. Release. Just taking it nice and mellow, engaging that whole backside of the body. Let's do a few more and then we'll just hold it for 10 counts. Back down. Back down, last one. And then I want you to lift and hold arms and legs for 10. So lift for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Sit back into child's pose. Let's stretch it out, you guys. Sit back into child's pose. Take those knees nice and wide. If child's pose is not comfy for you, you can come onto your back, hug the knees into the chest. We're going to be there in just a second. Start to cool it down. Slow down the breath. Absorb all the work we just did. Come onto your back when you're ready. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock those knees side to side. Give your lower back a nice little massage. Just enjoy the stretch. Rock the knees side to side. Any other stretches that feel good to you, now is your chance. Let that left leg go long. Shake it out. Let's do a quick little hamstring stretch. Grab behind that right thigh and then straighten that leg. If you are like me, this is a strong stretch. Also a good little sciatic nerve stretch. Let's do a few of these. Get that hamstring. Active stretch, lengthen. 2 more. 1 more. And then the left hand brings that right knee across your body. Find that angle that feels like a good stretch for you. So your knee may need to go higher, may need to go lower. You figure out what feels good on your body, right? Stretching out your glutes, your hips, IT bend, maybe the lower back. Open that right arm out at an angle about 45 degrees. Stretching out the chest, the rib cage, shoulders. Head goes wherever it needs to go. Maybe shake the head side to side. Release any tension in the neck. Anywhere else, maybe roll the feet and the toes around. Get them loosened up. This is your opportunity to get all those little spots that feel tight. Move it all around. Inhale through the nose. And then exhale it out through the mouth. Let it go, sink deeper into that stretch. And then when you're ready, come back to center, figure 4 stretch. You've got options. You can keep it here, or if you want to reach through for thread the needle all the way, a little bit deeper, hip opener. If you're reaching through, maybe roll the shoulders out. Release any tension there. Maybe the head. Release any tension. Last breaths here, and then we'll switch sides. If you like this class, you can subscribe to the channel, get little notifications when I host class. Every class is a little different, but you get the main gist of it, right? Relax, release that right leg, shake that right leg out. Let's do that hamstring stretch on the left side. Active stretch. Nice and active, pointing my toes towards my head. If you're like me, this is a strong stretch. I feel it. Last few here. One more time. Bring that knee across your body. Same thing, other side. Open that left arm out. Nice little rotation. Getting into those hips, lower back. This should just feel good, right? This should feel like a nice stretch. Find that position that feels good for you. Knee may go higher, may go lower. Everybody is built differently, right? So you may look different doing this. That's okay. We want to respect everybody's body is a little bit different. We've got our own mobility issues or different mobility based on your body. Come back to center, figure 4 stretch left side. And everyone has differences from side to side, right? So just pay attention to that. Your left versus your right. There's going to be natural asymmetries. I always tell my patients that. So like my left hip is a little bit tighter than my right. Right? We've all got that. That is normal. But I always tell my patients, you know, if you're noticing that, then maybe you spend a little bit more time on that tighter side. Or maybe you spend a little bit more time strengthening that weaker side, right? We always want to work on relative symmetry. We're not trying to be perfect. There's no such thing as perfection. But we want some relative symmetry so our body's working, flowing nice and easily. So spend a little bit more time. If you got a tighter hip, spend some more time stretching that hip, right? Roll the shoulders, release any of that last tension. We are almost done with class. We're going to finish off in seated, and then that is it for today. We are done after this. Last breath here. Enjoy this figure 4 stretch. You can also do pigeon pose if you like that. And then unwrap that left leg, windshield wiper the knees side to side. Let's finish off in seated and then be done with class for today. Roll yourself onto your side, come up into seated, finishing off with our seated stretch. We made it. We are done. You can sit however you want. You don't need to sit cross-legged. You do you. Sit however you want. Inhale, reach to the sky. Get some length in your spine though. Sit up nice and tall. Tall posture. Exhale it out one more time, and then that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for coming. Check out other classes under the core class playlist. I hope you got something out of class today. My name is Dara. I will see you next time. That is it. See you guys later.